Scotty, beam me up.
Oh. Smash. Get over here.
It is pointless to resist.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With mental fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With mental fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, mental freshness. Fresh goes better with mental fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Got it.
All right. Welcome to the Punk Rock Geek Den. We've got a special edition tonight. Craig couldn't make it. He's got hired to play a zombie at Dorney Park. So have fun, Craig. You're going to kill it. But we got Trevor from Punk Rock Family TV with us. What's up, buddy?
Not too much, bud. Just stoked to be on here, seeing my brothers in action, and getting to meet these awesome people here.
Not right on. And these awesome people that he's talking about, we got Chris, Will, and Sean from the band Grampian from right here in Central PA. How you guys doing today?
They're good.
They're good.
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Not too bad, not too bad. So, why don't you guys tell us a little bit, like, you guys don't have an album out yet, but you're working on one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've seen you guys live. You guys fucking killed it the other week when I saw you, and I can't wait to see more. I can't wait for these guys to hear you. But why don't you guys tell us about what brought the band together, like how you guys got started and everything.
I think it all came about was like the band I was in broke up, and then you left the band you were in. So you and me were like, for years, me and him were like trying to start some kind of project together, and like things just fell into place. And him and Chris had already, like, you guys already had the Grampian idea, I think it was.
Yeah, we've been working on it for a while there. Just didn't have enough left to do it, so it all just kind of fell into place.
Now, Matt, he always likes a good origin story.
Yes.
So, how'd you guys come up with the name?
I basically needed something to rhyme with the word champion.
Okay.
That's true. Like, I think we wanted to do a song called Grampian is Our Champion.
Nice.
I wanted kids choir singing those words. And something wrong with champion and Grampian works.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised it stuck, but
I don't think anybody really disputed the name, the whole idea. We're just kind of like, all right, yeah, it sounds interesting.
it works for me.
And there are 0 other bands with that name. I would bet $1,000.
There is a town right up the street from us, like not the street. There's a town a couple miles from Tyrone that's actually called Grampian.
Nice.
So I'm like,
People
yeah, I thought I'd have a CD party in Grampian.
They'll kick us out. We're not allowed there.
Aw, that's sad.
We're
Oh,
assuming.
I'm just saying.
But it is a cool story. Hey, do you play in Grampian? No, not allowed. Why not? Can't talk about it. There's a NDA, not allowed. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a gag order. We can't say no more.
Oh, there's a lawyer. Sorry. Moving on.
The cops are on the way now.
Is that blue lights I see? Yeah, like I've been telling these guys, I saw you guys the other week with Suburban Downgrade, our mutual friends. But you guys fucking slayed it. And the first thing out of Chris's mouth when you guys started was, "Hi, we're Grampian. We're here to sing about wizards and shit." And I was like, okay, I got to get these guys on the show. That was my first thought before you guys played a single note. Then you went in and it just blew my mind. So thank you for that. I've needed that.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you for enjoying.
Anytime.
And there's a huge drought of wizards and shit in music, and I think that you can go a long way to fill that.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
We do again.
Yeah, James here. He shared a little video that he took of you guys with me, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are like fucking killing it. And this guy's walking around in bare feet, but it worked. Like, good job, man. Like,
I don't like wearing shoes.
I feel like that's a Hobbit Easter egg.
yeah.
I think we need to, Chris, make your feet hairier.
Yeah. Let's get on and get her done.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
Slippers or something.
Some glue sticks.
There you go. Everybody just needs a good shave one day.
Just sprinkle it on.
Just do that.
What are you kids
Boys
doing?
were-
Now? Nothing.
The boys were talking about you, and I wanted, and like Grampian. So I type it into Google, and it's these cities in the UK coming up. I'm like, is that what I'm supposed to be like researching? And then I'm like, no, it's a band, dude. Like in Scotland, I was about to hit Kenny Thorson up, like, yo, dude, what's up with Grampian, man?
Sometimes we're a band, sometimes we're a country.
Sometimes we're county, you know.
Whatever you need us to be, we can do that.
But there's kind of an indirect tie there for you because they've got their flag is a dragon, I think, or is that Wales?
That's Wales.
Oh, right.
Wales.
Sorry.
Way to go,
Fail.
Matt.
We can be whales too, like so we can.
So,
Yeah, we don't discriminate.
Canada's not my country, and now Wales isn't either. This is bullshit.
God damn, Mage.
I'm getting
You
kicked
can't
out of
catch a
everywhere.
break. You can't catch a break, dude.
Oh,
Bastard.
I love you, Matty. The worst Canadian ever.
True.
And he's not even sorry about it.
Mm-mm.
No, he's not.
Sorry, about it.
Unapologetic about it. Yeah, you got to pronounce it right.
I'm fucking Bush League Albertan up in this bitch. We started our own party just to leave, so I'm down.
So, boys, you got your album coming out. When do you guys think that'll be coming?
oh God.
Yeah.
It's hard. We're a couple songs away from finishing it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we have. How many songs do we have written? We have like 6 or 7, I think.
I think we have 6 finished, and we're working on the 7th one.
Nice.
I think we're shooting for 10.
I think
Nice
so.
round
Yeah.
number. Nice round number.
Then we have a couple other songs that aren't related to the story that we're telling that we're gonna probably do as like an EP.
Well, that's
Maybe
cool.
we'll get something soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
And are you going to release online, or are you going to start with hard albums?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I imagine we'll get hard physical copies eventually.
I don't think we ever thought that far ahead, have we?
You're in the future. Like we're here.
I never get accused of foresight ever. This is a
It's okay. We'll figure it out together. It's okay. But no, I think we got a few more shows, and then we'll probably buckle down and finish the rest of the album. But, like I said, we do have 2 songs that aren't a part of the Grampian story that we'll probably record and put out as an EP or something. Maybe we'll see that by the end of the year.
So,
Ross.
is Grampian like the antagonist in the story, or is it just what the story's called?
he's kind of like the hero of the story.
Yes.
Like when I know, like when Sean first approached me about the idea, he was like, "It's kind of like Mad Max and The Witcher," and I was like, "I'm already in."
Take my money.
Like, say no more. I'm in.
I think it started out as Mad Max, but then I watched The Witcher.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
You can just combine all kinds
now
of
they're
shit.
gonna be, yeah.
Well, if you guys don't get to 10 and you get to 9, why don't you just cover Toss a Coin?
That might be a bonus track.
Oh, we should do that.
I dig it.
Oh.
But it's gonna be 40 minutes after the last song. Hang around 40 minutes, you might get that. Let's see what happens.
Well,
I love those
just
secret
add
songs
40
on an
minutes of
album.
dead time at the end. Don't even put a secret track because everyone will listen. Like, oh, this is going to be good.
It's not there.
I don't know if bands even do that anymore.
And then just whisper, "Fuck you."
I know you guys should bring that back. I don't think bands do that anymore.
You ever listen to Power Man 5000?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have Tonight the Stars Revolt.
Chris, what album is it they have that hidden track that scared the shit out of us?
Isn't that the one?
I'm pretty sure it's Tonight the Stars Revolt, because I remember that.
That's
Scared
awesome.
the shit out of me, too.
There's like an answering machine or what, but there's like a message way later in the album that scared the shit out of Chris and I one day.
Yep. Yeah, I was like 12 when that album came out, and I was listening to it,
It's
and that
so
happened, and
good.
it scared the shit out. Oh, it's a great album, but it scared the shit out of me when that, like, you hear the beep and like the static and shit, and what the fuck? 'Cause it's so long of silence, and like just that sudden loud, it always startles you. You're not expecting.
I don't think they do that anymore.
And then if they do, it's always like they advertise bonus track or something like that. It's not just like a little. They're never gonna know.
Not us. We're not scared.
For 9 consecutive days, the message 5000 was received without interruption. On the 9th, it suddenly stopped, and that's when the destruction began. How epic is that, you know?
I like the way you think.
Oh yeah. Spinning complacently in the darkness, covered and blinded by a blanket of little lives, false security has lulled the madness of this world into a slumber. Wake up. Eye is upon you.
How do you have that memorized? Holy shit.
That's one of my favorite records, dude. I love that album. It's like one of the only metal albums I own.
I was going to tell a story about the secret track that I found, and I don't remember any of it, so I just kept my mouth shut.
And I'm ready to blink, staring straight down and keenly through, seeing all that you are and everything you can never be. Yes, an eye is upon you. So face forward, with arms wide open and mind reeling. Your future has arrived. Are you ready to go?
I'm not anymore.
I'm so glad I went and smoked that fucking bowl. That was worth it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
And my triumphant return back.
I don't think I should be high for this.
I'm like, whoa, dude. This is good.
I want to thank the boys from Grampian for inspiring me to do that. and by the way, it's not my own. That is from the PM5K album. James knows, and the boys know that. Oh yeah.
It took me a minute for it to click, but I realized
you're all like, whoa, and like, oh wait, he's quoting the album, but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, because I don't remember any of that.
I don't ask me why I remember shit like that. I just do.
That's cool.
That's
a good
monologue, Joe. That's not just remembering a lyric. That's a fucking speech.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You know what I give to remember like my lines from plays I was in high school? I can barely remember yesterday, but I could pull that Power Man 5000 thing out of my ass.
Anniversary that I don't remember, and I fucking don't know. 10 lines of that? What?
I Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, sir.
Oh.
So there's an elephant in the room with the wizards and shit because I'm a big, enormous fucking nerd.
Take it away, Matt.
Tell me you guys play some Dungeons and Dragons or Magic or, I don't know, something.
do.
Yes!
Yes.
It's only taken 21 episodes to find someone, too.
23. 23.
Oh,
I'm not good at either, but I can.
Oh, this guy.
Oh.
Let's have like a
Chris
D&D
showing off.
We do. I'm in
I
the
just
middle of my
have-
first
have all the
campaign.
magic stuff right
The
beside me.
first campaign. Is that what you said?
Oh,
What's that?
It's your first campaign?
This is my first campaign playing D&D.
Welcome
For a year-
to fucking Awesome Town. It's the
I'm an old man who's racist against magic users. So.
Whoa, easy. We can
Like games being
coexist,
your friend's
boys.
playing.
Magic's all right.
Gran Torino. It's the Gran Torino of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's what I was going for.
Get out my lawn!
Get off my lawn while he pulls out his flaming sword.
Yeah.
D&D strictly theater of the mind, you punk. Who needs cards?
Man, I can't think of any of the racist terms I looked up for magic users.
I remember what we used to call them. All
Goddamn cadabras.
I'm going to use that. That's good.
Get that.
And Chris and I play magic here and there.
That's a good way to settle arguments. Unless you suck, then you're gonna lose this time.
Except Chris is building bullshit decks and I can't beat him, so.
I feel like at the end of the game's not even over and someone's like flipping the table like a game of Monopoly or something.
I just learned how to play magic like in the past couple years. And I came across the term scoop, which means you're quitting.
Yeah.
So I made the rule if you're going to scoop, you owe me $5. So, Chris was there when I learned that term. I was angry.
Angry about not getting $5 or scoop.
Both.
Yes.
So Chris,
I know that feeling. 55 turns in, nobody's lost any damage, then they do all this stacking bullshit. Next thing you know, you're at negative 55 hit points. What the fuck happened?
Some bullshit.
Escalates.
Well, I have friends who build decks too. I'm not smart enough to build my own magic deck. I buy them built. And they're not good ones either. Like you'll have this big Earth Escalate deck set. It's like tiny. Game over. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I quit. I'm gonna just stick to being until the next time.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just keep playing lands until something happens. I don't know.
I got a question for Chris. Who's kind of like your influence or whatnot for like, just being the front guy, right? Like everybody's got them, right? Everybody's got their influence, and you got this unique style about you because you're like very chill, and like you don't expect that fucking sound to be coming out of you when you're looking at you. So like it's almost like your own version of like a Jagger kind of thing, because you're bellowing out this fucking like and making it sound good, but you're like, you got this little like, I don't know, like, what kind of dudes influenced you in like wanting to be in the front line,
That's a good question. A lot of like influences, like I know that like one of the bands I like practiced screaming to when I first started, it was Fear Before the March of Flames. don't know if you ever heard of those guys.
Such a good band name. So,
Yeah.
Great band too.
And then really like John Mess from Dance Gavin Dance. Have a love Danny Phil.
Yeah, so like a lot of it for you is just natural, eh? Like that's kind of what I'm getting is like, you know, you just get up there, you enjoy singing this type of music, and you just give her when you're up there, and yeah, okay, I get you, man. I totally get you. I totally get you.
Normally very calm. I just take all the bottle up aggression.
Let out your frustrations on stage, for sure. I get it. I totally get it. Because I used to be that front man. But I was a lot angrier than you. I wasn't quite as relaxed as you are before I would go on stage. I would do the Henry Rollins thing where I would punch something and psych myself up. Maybe bash a microphone against my skull. Who knows?
I wish there was video evidence of James.
Yeah, sadly there's not. Not as a front. As a guitar player, sure.
I want to see that too, man.
Speaking of guitar players, we got the two guitar players, Will and Sean. Who are you guys' influences?
Yeah.
You can go first, Sean.
What was the question?
Your influences on guitar.
Listen to a lot of like Coheed and Cambria.
Oh.
Yeah, you just made James very happy.
Yeah, man.
Those are my go-to.
Hell yeah.
A lot of 2005 emo screamo bands I used to listen to.
I still listen to.
Some old From First to Last, and so.
Yeah, we're like the polar opposites on
Everyone has like such a different like background in like music and metal and whatnot.
I think that kind of what's like creates our sound is like the fact that we all have like different backgrounds on what we like.
Because Will's definitely more of a thrasher, like doom.
No. Go on.
Definitely, my absolute favorite of all time is Tony Iommi. Like he's the reason I picked up the guitar was Tony.
Yeah.
And then of course it's like Dimebag Darrell and Alex Lifeson.
Yep.
And then there's like just some obscure guitarists here and there. It's just pretty much is what I kind of revolve my sound around, I guess.
You know what made me pick up guitar when I was in school?
What's that?
Did you ever watch Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island?
Get on Terror Time again?
Yeah. Those songs were the shit, and I was like, I want to make sweet music like that. I never did. But I picked up guitar.
I never did.
I love that. Oh, it makes me sweet music like that. I never did, but I still have fun.
I tried, maybe for a second, but
it did not go well.
It got the guitar in my hand.
That's all that matters, dude. Now you guys are living the dream and making music and shit.
Yeah. So you got like Black Sabbath here, and I got Scooby-Doo. So.
Full solid answer.
To be fair, they did come out like in the late 60s, early 70s, so is there really that much difference?
No.
Scooby-Doo is just Black Sabbath on acid. Everybody knows that.
That's such a great answer.
God damn, yes. That's Black Sabbath on acid. Absolutely. On that note,
Isn't Black Sabbath on acid?
Pretty much. No, they're on shrooms.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
But all right, why don't we take a quick break, boys? We'll just pause the recording here, and then we'll take a bathroom break, refill our drinks, do whatever we got to do, and come right back. I'm good to go.
Want to tour the planet? Well, grab a 20-ounce Surge. Play Surge around the world, and you and your buds can win 4 days with a fully loaded jet to go to Athens, Rome, Tokyo, or almost anywhere you like. Pennsylvania!
Meet the proud creators of new Post Waffle Crisp cereal. No rocking chairs or bingo parlors for these gals. No, sir. Just look at them go.
Ready? Pour!
Harnessing years of good old American waffle know-how. To make sure every scrumptious bite of Waffle Crisp cereal tastes just like Grandma's homemade waffles and syrup. And how? Introducing Post Waffle Crisp, a brand new cereal with old-fashioned values.
You'll love my Waffle Crisp.
All right. Something I wanted to ask you boys before we went to break, but I forgot because, I'm me. But when I saw you guys, you covered the song Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins. Does that relate to the story at all?
No.
No.
No? Okay.
I think that was like we got offered to play a show, and then it was like we didn't have enough to cover the set at the time, so it was like, let's do a cover, and Chris just was like, let's do Zero. So we were like, all right.
Good song.
One of my favorite songs. I've always wanted to cover it.
Oh, you did awesome. You did
Yeah,
awesome.
you guys fucking nailed it. Sure. And you made it your own, which is important with a cover. So.
And without butchering it, right? You made it your own and kept the best parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Will, your background vocals on that were just spot on. Well, your background vocals on any of the songs, that's all you guys play, but just holy shit.
I loved how you had the mic way up here and you were just like,
Lemmy. Lemmy.
Yeah, like I started doing that like when I first got in the bands because it was like I wanted to be like Lemmy, but then I found as like a singer, it was like I could sing better without my throat hurting afterwards, so it's like I just stuck with it.
You just kind of open up. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, that song though, just it fit perfectly with your guys' style, first of all, and then it's just a killer song overall. But I gotta say, well done. You took the Evergreen Terrace version of that song and completely flipped it on its ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't we play a show like when I remember Chris was like, "Does anyone like the Smashing Pumpkins?" and like nobody said anything except maybe like one guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Today.
cool, we're
And
gonna
then,
play
like,
the song now.
There was one guy that was like, "Well, if I didn't like him, I like him now." It's just so weird.
Yeah, that's always a weird thing. Like, I remember being in bands and covering certain songs and be like, all right, who here's a fan of blah, 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 and then you get like maybe one person. And it's like, okay, well, you can help sing this one.
Oh, I know that feeling, dude. I know
Oh,
that
I'm
feeling.
sure you do. being in a, this man here is in a cover band of a cover band.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, every fucking cover under the sun.
Yep. If you've heard of the band Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, the Sciatics have modeled themselves after that and do a pretty damn good job, I gotta say.
So we basically take like 90% of their catalog, which is like everything from the 1950s through to today. And then on top of their catalog, we have also done what they've done and taken older songs or pop songs or whatever and flipped them and made them punk rock and added them to the list. So we've got like we got 3 straight hours, 3+ straight hours, no break of just solid covers. And it's intense, man. It's intense, especially when
3 straight hours. I don't think I could do it.
I mean, I used to.
Especially when you're playing that like 190 beats per minute. Like, you know, it's like.
And all the lyrics you gotta memorize.
Oh yeah, 70 songs worth of lyrics in 3 hours. You gotta spit them out.
A lot. You get tired afterwards, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy doing covers, man. But so fun, man. So fucking fun.
Will, Sean, Chris, Trevor might be modest about this, but him and his band Sciatics, in my opinion, have their version of Cover of the Rolling Stone. That's pretty much their song now.
Yeah, I do like that cover. I do like that cover.
That cover makes me so happy.
I honestly don't believe I've heard that cover, and that's probably my favorite.
We even peppered in a NoFX solo into the middle of it, like
sweet.
Yeah.
You did say cover of the Rolling Stone, right? Like Doctor Who cover of the Rolling Stone?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
It's probably my favorite song of all time.
Dude, head over to the Sciatics. Like
I'm
us.
going to.
Or don't. But check out the video. So.
Yes. Now, I wanted to delve a little deeper into the fantasy, maybe touch on some TV shows and movies. If you guys are cool with that?
Yeah.
One of our favorite shows that we've been watching is Game of Thrones, because our buddy Craig hasn't watched it. What do you guys think? Like, favorite characters, favorite stories from the series?
I've also never watched Game of Thrones, so I'm out of this one.
I've watched one episode. I'm out.
I watched all of it, and I also read the books.
Me too.
So
I did the books after, though. I didn't read them first.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that, it seems. Like, everybody who likes Game of Thrones, they'll watch like it because of the show. They don't like it because of the book. But then they read the books and they're like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
These are so much better. I haven't read the books, but I think I should.
It's worth it. Absolutely worth it. He's a world builder, so it's amazing.
So shade just what?
I haven't watched it, but like I've seen a lot of clips on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
They were just at the like. It was like whenever it came out, I was living with my parents, and it's like we didn't have the channel that was on, so it's just one of them things. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list.
Absolutely. Well, then I guess in that regard, what are some of your fantasy influences that you're building your story from?
Like a lot of the ones that kind of influenced me per se is like, I love Mad Max. The Witcher, Hellboy, Judge Dredd is probably like my absolute favorite.
Nice.
Shit, this is pretty good.
Judge Dredd is awesome.
I haven't seen that
as a
came out.
Oh,
it's been years.
I don't know. Wouldn't really count as fantasy, but Vikings.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
well, that's fair.
You're speaking James's language.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
Yeah.
Like our drummer's like really into the Viking stuff, and he's like, I think we have a song. I think what was it? He wanted to call Blood Eagle.
Oh,
Blood Eagle.
I want to say, yeah. I think
you guys should.
I know what that is.
like we're like, all right, and then like he kind of just started explaining what the Blood Eagle was, and we're like, all right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does require that you got to warm up to that idea because it's an awful lot all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a story for another album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, boys.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh, can't wait. I'm excited about
And we
that.
do already have some ideas leading up to like after, like, so we have a whole outline, just we don't have all the songs written yet.
Right.
We plan on continuing the story.
That's awesome.
Love that. But yeah, Vikings, Game of Thrones, that's definitely two of my top shows that, as far as that realm of like Norse mythology and fantasy, like not many shows can pull that off, and those two definitely did. And a lot of great characters, a lot of great lines, a lot of great storylines. And I don't know. Tyrion Lannister is probably my favorite from Game of Thrones, just because I'm biased when I say this because I love Peter Dinklage, but that character it's just perfect for him. Like, and it goes beyond like his stature. I don't want to like call him out, you know what I mean? Because he's got dwarfism, but like it goes beyond that. Like he's a great actor overall, and that character, it seems like it was just written for the way he acts. You know what I mean?
Well, the two interesting things about him in that role, the first one is George Martin wrote that way before any idea of a movie came up. So it's not like he was thinking Little People or anything derogatory or nasty. But the other thing was when they asked him to do it, he says, just as long as I'm not a fucking clown. That's what Peter Dinklage said. He wanted to. He hadn't read the books, and he wanted to be a character in a show, not just some fucking jester. And the character was so well fleshed out in the books, and just like a cover song, he made it his own. And they didn't. He wasn't very nice to him in the book. He really gave him a lot of defects and stuff. Like he had a pig nose, and he was all beat up, and he was a terrifying looking. Like the picture I had in my mind of him wasn't Peter Dinklage. It was like a monster that happened to be short. And that's why I like him in that, is because he wasn't gonna do it if it was just a bullshit role.
No, I'm trying to think. There's something that was like that reminds me of. I can't think of his name, but from that 300.
I know.
What it makes me think of.
Yeah, absolutely. Ephialtes, I think his name is, that character. When he's like a hunchback or something.
Yeah, he's like some real deformed kind of.
Yeah.
He's
trying to fight with
he was a
Leonardo.
hunchback.
Yeah, with a bunch of other
Yeah.
deformities, like facial deformities and stuff like that.
I think that was like the. Xerxes was kind of like the antagonist of our story, wasn't it? Kind of someone like him.
Sort of, yeah. Kind of based, yeah.
Yeah.
The story we're telling is a hodgepodge of all our nerdy influences.
Nice.
You got to have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
The music and the lyrical content, because otherwise it just doesn't work. You gotta make everything mesh well. And you guys, like you're saying, you got a lot of different influences coming in from everybody. And as far as like you guys' overall presentation, the music, the lyrics, everything. And so yeah, you guys have to have that chemistry there, and you guys do, which is just another compliment. I'm veering off again. But I lost track where I was going. Sorry.
might be that devil's lettuce.
I know, right?
It probably is. Probably is.
I'm not a gambler.
God damn you, James.
It's not a good. Almost 6 years strong with this stuff.
I'm 42. 42 years strong with it.
Since the womb. Well done.
Hell yeah.
There's worse times to start.
Right?
At the end, right? What have I been missing my whole life?
Exactly.
Awesome. That's what.
I would be pissed off.
I would be disappointed too.
If you hand me that on my deathbed, I'm going to be pissed off at you. Where were you 40 years ago, you son of a bitch?
So you guys must be pretty excited for December 17th then? Is that when The Witcher Season 2 gets released in the US?
I believe it does. I need to check the thing again.
I didn't know there was a season 2 coming out. So
They signed him.
Spoiler alert.
5 more seasons.
Here comes the second
5 more seasons. Jeez Louise.
Wow.
It's that book. There's not really much of a story. A little bit of a story there. It's not written in English actually. The author's Polish and it's translated to English. But what happened was, Project Redcode bought the rights to make the game from him for a song, really. And the game blew up. Like, I don't know if you've played Witcher 3 especially, but the first 2 were really good too.
Yeah, I've played
Is enormous.
all of them. I've read the original books. I got a number of the comic books still. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
I'm really into the Witcher world and all that.
Well, it's because he takes so much from Slavic folklore. I love how rooted in like gypsy history it is, and all the magic and that there are demon hunters. That was something that used to happen in that area. I mean, at 1,000, but it did.
Talking about Baba Yaga and stuff like that.
Yeah. They didn't call him that in The Witcher, but there's characters like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they call them, but yeah.
Oh wait, I think there's something to the Eternal Flame or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
I know they call them
metal as
witch
fuck.
hunters, and it's some. I can't remember what the whole thing was called, but
Yeah, something like that. And it gets a lot like the funny thing is you read the book and they call that character Jaskier. They call him that, and then you watch the show or play the game, and the name that they call him is nothing like that, and you're like, well, who the fuck's this guy? Because it's in the show, it's Dandelion, and I think that's the best fucking translation ever. Where'd you get that? Just made it up?
I feel like he was trying to spell the name, and he's like, "Fuck it, Dandelion."
Yep. Just spit it out, bud.
Yeah, I could think of worse names to call this guy.
Well, and Geralt has the best line out of anything ever, and it's one that I can memorize. It's not like Joe's monologue there. It's just, fuck.
My favorite is...
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now, just to confirm, it is December 17th that season 2 comes out.
Nice, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
I'm stoked.
Oh yeah. Sure.
And yes, that's stoked.
Well, I gotta watch this Witcher show.
You do.
Yeah, so do I, Joe.
Good.
Don't feel bad.
Very good.
But, Chris, you brought up Vikings. Who are some of your favorite characters from that show?
Good question.
Sorry to
Bet
put you
he's
on
the one with the beard.
Oh,
I really liked both Ragnar and Rollo. Like,
yeah, they're both.
going along. I liked all the characters. I thought all the characters were really well written.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Ragnar especially. Travis Fimmel, the guy who played him.
Yeah.
Slayed it. And you wouldn't know that he was just a farmer. With no hopes of giving up farming.
No.
He just wants to be a farmer. And acting is his side hustle.
really?
Yeah.
I say,
And he just nailed that fucking role.
I think Loki would probably be my favorite character from the show, though.
Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has the best lines. Like
That-
the best
Like all his mannerism.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That dude and his brothers. I'm trying to think of his name.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Gustav
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Yeah,
Gustav.
Gustav.
All of them, and their dad. Those guys
Ellen.
are so insanely talented. It's like,
Dr.
Yeah.
Eric Selvig.
yep.
Yeah.
You fucking like covered this, you know, like, yeah. When I saw that Loki was a Skarsgård, I was like, oh yeah, we're in for a good show. Like, for sure.
Loki the boat builder. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
when they're in the middle of the storm and he's just laughing his ass off.
Like a true Viking.
Yep.
Doing his Lieutenant Dan thing. You call this a storm?
Or beating his hammer.
Yep.
Say Vikings, just I've seen a few episodes, but thanks to Vikings, I've now seen somebody get keel hauled, have molten gold poured down their throat, and Blood Eagle, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
The funny thing is you see that gold getting poured down people's throats in a bunch of shows, and you're like, that's pretty intense. That's one thing that I know for a fact's been taken right out of history. That actually happened. Somebody actually did that to Crassus in Parthia, and I can't imagine. No matter how much I didn't like someone, no matter how long the war was, no matter how many of my people they killed, I couldn't imagine torturing somebody in that way.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
While in Rome.
When in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Fuck Rome.
Let's pour the gold down your throats.
God, what a horrible way to die.
Yeah. That's just every time I think about it, it just
Well, you just feel the hot going down your throat, and you're like, is it gonna hurt for real?
Yeah.
Am I doing it now?
Yeah.
Right?
See, well, most of us.
Yeah.
Most of us all like went, oh yeah, I can feel it.
But not only is
Chris is down here, he's like, yeah, fuck you. I didn't feel that shit.
Nope. No, but not only is it hot, it's going to solidify.
Yeah.
Peel off your windpipe. So
And it's not going to
Yeah.
right away.
completely. No. Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
And keel hauling happened too. That was pulled straight from history.
Ugh.
Pirates did that shit.
Oh, yeah.
What's that again?
It's when they strap you to the front of the boat when you hit the waves.
Drag you
Sure that's what
underneath
it is?
the
I thought it was
side
a
of
bird
the ship
dragging
with all the
underneath.
barnacles.
Oh,
It ripped
yeah,
your
that's what.
skin.
Yeah, that's what. They.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what it was. My bad. I got
That'd
him.
be a
And
bummer.
you're in salt water too, so just even worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is a very good question. Which one would you rather go with?
Gonna go down your third, you're gonna be in the front of the ship.
Shaved with barnacles.
I think drowning just sounds like a real big bummer. So
I mean, at least if you get the gold poured down, you got something, look good in your casket, I guess.
They're going to take
Terrified.
it.
fresh to death.
Good.
Oh, like
and terrified.
Oh, that's still hurting.
oh god. It's like giving me
Oh, it's good.
heartburn now.
Yeah.
Another thing they did was they would have elephants stomp on people's heads. In different
That's
places.
all I've heard of
Yeah,
that.
that'd be quick. Yeah, I'll go with the elephant.
That's a quick way to go. Yeah.
That would be great.
But I like elephants. I don't want them to kill me.
Well, I mean, it's a story afterwards. It's like, did you hear about Sean? What happened? An elephant killed him.
Got his fucking head stomped on.
It popped like a fucking blueberry.
Like a fucking pimple, man.
It went everywhere.
Oh.
Just mixture of red
Visualizing
and
that in my
gray.
head.
And it would be an even weirder story because it happened in Pennsylvania.
I don't go to the circus.
Yep, you had to have been at the circus at the Bryce Jordan Center.
I don't know. It's USA. You guys can own fucking all kinds. They probably have an army of elephants down there or something.
In Pennsylvania, you got to have certain permits, but in Texas, for sure.
Well, if we learned anything through the pandemic, it's that with $1,200 you can buy yourself a tiger.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
That's right. Oh, you
You didn't
cool
start the
cats.
pandemic with Tiger King.
And a
you
kangaroo.
cool cat.
And there's a comprehensive list of all the states that it's illegal to own a kangaroo. So if you want a kangaroo, go get you a kangaroo. You just
I've
look up
seen
the
Looney
list.
Tunes. I don't want a kangaroo.
I'm gonna hit Richard Martin up.
You can still only buy them at casinos, though.
I think that having a kangaroo would be pretty cool. I feel like it'd beat the shit out of me though.
Yeah.
You'd have to get
Same
it.
here.
You'd have to bottle feed it and make sure it didn't do that kind of shit.
I'd want to breastfeed my kangaroo.
Yeah, me too.
You what?
I want to breastfeed a kangaroo.
Slow down. I
just wanted to make sure you
Goal.
heard right.
Life goals.
I'm not here to stop you. Or
It's recorded. Don't worry about it, boys.
No, I totally think that needs to stay in, dude.
Oh yeah, no.
Dang.
Is that what I said in post?
Have you watched our show? Like, I don't cut that. I don't cut that shit out. I only cut out fucking blanks.
This guy's gonna feed a kangaroo with his titty.
I can only hope that comes out like 35 years later or some shit like that.
Yeah, when he goes to run for president.
I'll be there with the camera, putting it on our show.
Yeah,
I said much worse.
Remember when that Zimmerman guy said that he wanted to breastfeed a kangaroo? Well, Pepperidge Farms does.
Pepperidge Farmer members.
Yeah. Check out our new fresh cheese. Freshly squeezed from the tit. For some of you.
Oh, we went off the rails there.
Hell yeah.
This makes for some of the best material.
Literally.
Exactly.
It's a fantastic time.
Gold content, boys.
Well, the possibilities with kangaroos are endless. You can with your titties or fight them. I mean, there's lots you can do. And they're from Australia, so they're tough as shit.
And most of the time, they're just gonna kick the fuck out of you.
Yeah. You have a puncher.
Except that one guy. Did you see that one
try
guy?
Try feeding one with your tit and see how that goes. Like,
it's gonna be awesome.
They're gonna fight
the
you.
kangaroo though. Wouldn't that be sweet though if like someone broke into your house on the off chance you had one?
Kangaroo just get out of them.
The cops would never believe that, Steve. The cops
And you
would
know
never
the
believe.
guy's got to be freaking out like there's a giant mouse in there. Just beat the shit out.
Kangaroo's like.
It turns into a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Poor Sylvester.
So you say, Mr. Zimmerman, you're saying that a giant mouse attacked the assailant? Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, and then they start looking at you like a drunk UFO abductee. Oh, whoa, whoa.
So apparently, we got to put an APB out for Chuck E. Cheese.
How much acid have you dropped tonight, sir? I swear it was a big house.
All of it?
Yeah, every single one ever. And some
I
other
love to meet the person there who claimed Chuck E. Cheese beat the shit out of him.
I don't claim it. I know it, man.
Look at my face.
I have bruises and a misshapen face.
And that's the story you're going with, sir? All right, back to the squad car.
You're going to the loony bin.
We're going to put you in for 72 hours just for observation.
If at the end
We don't want you to hurt yourself or anybody else.
The mouse won't get you there, sir.
And we'll keep an eye out for a giant mouse wearing a derby hat.
Yeah, that's
No.
a nice touch, a derby hat.
Yeah. Old school
He
Chuck
works
E.
around
Cheese,
children.
yeah.
He needs to be fancy.
Of course.
Now, I want to go back to the Skarsgård brothers real quick. Alexander was in a show called True Blood. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
What about you boys? Ever watch True Blood?
I can't say I have.
I think I saw an episode or two.
Dudes, get that in you. Like, there's like...
Werewolves, witches.
There's swearing, there's nudity, there's like werewolves and witches and everything.
He had me at swearing.
Sounds like Pornhub.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Pretty much Pornhub on HBO, so you only get the softcore stuff.
I'm in. Let's go.
It's like all that with a Skarsgård and
Anna Paquin, who played Rogue in
Yes.
X-Men.
Yep.
Stephen Moyer plays who is her husband in real life, plays her boyfriend / whatever.
Right. Yeah, dude.
It's a great show. And
seriously, my wife got me into it. And
I can't pronounce his fucking name.
and I
Joseph
was like,
Mangala.
Magliano.
Oh,
The guy from
Joseph
Magic
Mongol?
Mike.
Oh,
The big guy from Magic Mike.
oh, Joe Mazzello?
No, Manganiello.
Yeah.
Joe Manganiello.
Manganiello.
He was,
Captain
he was
D&D.
Deathstroke in
Yes.
Justice League movie.
Right.
Yes, he was.
He's also Flash Thompson in the first Raimi Spider-Man movie.
But True Blood was pretty much his first big break. And
Yeah.
he did a fantastic job in it.
He's a fucking werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
Fucking.
Are we talking about celebrities that like to play D&D? Do you guys know Wayne Brady is a D&D nerd?
I do.
We're talking about him now, Joe.
Well, Joe Manganiello is one of the biggest ones right now. He built a D&D dungeon in his basement, and it's phenomenal. And then his wife went and got one of the original TSR artists and commissioned a painting of his Dungeons and Dragons character. I think he's a bit weak because it's Dragonborn. That's kind of a 5e thing, but it's awesome. And I play 5e. I'm not a douche about it, but I think Dragonborns are like cheat codes.
Like the Time Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an instant MacGuffin that can, it's OP as fuck.
It is. Well, when I started playing Dungeons and Dragons, it was all complicated math, and I'm an idiot, so I wasn't very good at it. And then they made it easier, and then they started adding characters that breathe fire and right off the bat. Like, what the fuck? Where was this when the game was hard?
I don't know, Midge. Some bullshit.
You're telling me.
Is this some bullshit, Sean?
I'm bad at math too, so.
Did you guys ever play like 2E or anything like that?
What was that?
Did you guys ever play Second Edition?
I have no idea what this was like.
Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like one of the original versions, and it was all super complicated math and statistics. And I'm just
Probably not. I don't think that's.
That doesn't sound like something be up my alley. I
just made up the rules, and it looked like I knew what I was doing. But
We also use did you ever use Roll1, or I think it's called, or?
No, you're just making stuff up.
Not Roll1.
Are you talking about Roll20?
Roll20, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Yeah, we're using Roll20, so it kind of makes it easier.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
But
everything's on the same dice, and you don't have to do any math. It's fucking amazing. I'm barely literate. You're gonna get me to do math? Fuck.
Just gotta push some buttons.
Yeah.
Shit.
And that's probably why I've never done Dungeons and Dragons. There's math involved.
Not anymore. That was my point. Is they changed it
Yeah.
to idiots like me.
Yeah, but back then when I would have gotten into it, it's like, yeah, math was my fucking enemy, dude. Like,
Still
even
is.
Yeah, even today, man. Like, I thank my fucking phone has a calculator. My teacher used to tell us all the time,
You're not gonna have a
you're not gonna always have the calculator. No. And it's like, actually, I have a calculator in my pocket 24/7. Like, no.
Not only that, but I've downloaded 6 scientific calculator apps too, fucker.
Exactly. I learned more from my phone than I did from you. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's the sad truth of it. You do
And
learn
the phone
more.
doesn't call me stupid and does the math for me. Fuck you.
And when I want it to shut the fuck up, I turn it right the fuck off.
I can put it over there.
Yeah.
Or I can watch porn on it. I can't do that with you, math teacher.
Right?
Or can I?
it's a little like.
That's a dark area.
It's 2021. I'll go whatever way. Hey, math teacher, let's go. Fantasy of mine. Talk nerdy to me.
Talk nerdy to me.
What's the square root of shut up? Okay, I'm not supposed to say anymore. I lied.
Oh boy. Now I brought up the time stone, and have you guys? Sean, you said you liked Endgame. I'm assuming you've seen Doctor Strange.
I have not. That's one of the few I haven't seen.
Ooh. But you've seen the character in Endgame, so you know what he can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we had a friend in one of our Facebook groups ask a question: Doctor Strange versus Superman. Who do you think would win?
See, I would go with Doctor Strange.
That was my answer too.
You know, but I mean, he's interdimensional. Superman's not.
He's got that magic shit going on for him. I'm pretty sure Superman's weak to magic, so.
Yes, he is, and that's why Doctor Strange would win.
Depends on the universe.
With Doctor Strange's magic, he could just go like in the blink of an eye to get kryptonite anywhere he wants.
That's what I said.
But does kryptonite exist in the Marvel universe?
Ooh. Oh, it will as soon as Disney buys DC Comics. Which I could see happening in my lifetime.
Fair point, Joseph. Fair point.
That's a fucking amazing point.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I don't like Superman. I just really thought that the lack of access to kryptonite was a game changer in that fight. But if it happens in DC, then it's over. Doctor Strange fucks him up all day.
But it also wasn't clarified if it was to the death.
Also true.
So, my theory was Doctor Strange could just do what he did to Dormammu, which was create a loop until he figured out a way to beat him.
Here.
Yeah.
Or take him out of the
My wife just
solar
handed
system
me.
to one with him.
I gotta show you guys this.
Oh, yes. Show and tell. Ooh, Doctor.
What?
She has like a shit ton of just like
Whoa.
Marvel DC. Like there's a whole.
Nice.
Those are older ones too.
Fucking
Yeah, I
A.
think what was it? So it was like 89, 93 or something like that. She just found them at like a yard sale. Someone was selling them. Like here's a stack this thick of Doctor Strange.
And they are bagged and boarded. I
Applause.
That's nerd
Yeah, I love-
boners.
Oh god, yeah, nerd.
Speaking
But-
You gotta love yard
done.
fun.
Yeah, but I don't find shit at my yard sale finds.
Yeah. All dirty underwear and fucking coffee cups.
Yeah.
Fucking power tools.
I'm always like driving by hoping I'm gonna see like some rare guitar I can just like shiest them for like $20.
Yeah,
same
right.
here. Same
Never
here.
happened.
I'm not gonna tell my guitar story because all of you, a lot of you are musicians and would probably find out my address, come over here and beat my ass.
I probably would. I would buy.
So
something.
I'm just gonna bow out gracefully. Okay, I'll tell.
Oh,
I did air duct cleaning years ago, and I went to an old man's house to clean to do air duct cleaning, and I went into a room to set up what my job was just blowing air down the vents into the plenum in the furnace. And he had all these old guitars, and I asked him about it. He said they're from the 50s and 60s, and I saw a couple Fender Strats before, legit Fender Strats, and just making conversation with the old man. He's like, "Oh, I'd take $100 for each guitar," and
oh my god!
And I did not jump on that. And mind you, I was single and didn't have any other bills other than my damn cell phone and rent.
Oh, that's
making
making
decent money at the fucking time,
Yo.
and
Joe.
Get his address, go beat him up.
yes.
I might want to do that.
The day you and I meet in person, you're getting slapped.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap you.
I have feeling this is coming, boys. And you know what? I won't stop you.
No.
I'm not gonna say
Right there.
I'm not gonna say, "Hey, Joe, nice to meet." No, I'm just gonna slap you, and then we'll go from there.
And I feel like I need to slap you because you just verbally punched me. I mean,
I know. hurts
I'm
me
gonna
to think
slap
about.
you and then I'll hug you.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Well, thank you, Trevor. I appreciate that, brother.
I think
Because there's nothing that can be done about it
do
now.
any of that shit.
No.
I just love that it's like those guitars are so rare, and it's like, oh yeah, $100 and they're yours.
Yeah, like damn.
The worst
Yeah, he
thing for
had,
a
like-
collector is the internet because people can just Google the value of their shit, and you can't.
That
there's
is
no
true,
Googling
yeah.
Anybody unless they're super old, and then you kind of feel like you're abusing them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
And
like
this
to
was-
buy my 1961 Spider-Man for $5? Oh, fuck. No. Actually,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna feel good about it.
I'm only gonna jerk off twice tonight.
Ugh.
That's how depressed I am at ripping off old people. Sorry,
Wow.
that went a whole other way than it should have.
It sure did.
It was way funnier in my head. Like I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. Everyone's gonna laugh at me jerking off twice, and no one.
Nobody's gonna remember that, Mage. Everybody's gonna remember the G.I. Joe's a fucking idiot.
No.
Yeah, that is definitely the worst.
You missed that opportunity? What is wrong with you?
That fake Canadian jerks off all the time, but this guy fucking didn't buy guitars for $100. What a fucker!
We all have one guitar
Canadian
store,
jerks
so-
off? Oh, okay. You missed $100 guitar.
What was that, Sean?
The worst crime.
Sorry, bud.
So we all have that sad guitar store, so we'll let that one go.
I thought you said we all have a sad jerk sometimes.
I mean, that's not wrong either.
You're not wrong, Chris. You're not wrong.
No, we've all shed tears, Chris. We've all shed
Wait, you don't do it
tears.
every time?
No, not every time. Not for me.
Clearly, do. I cry
Just
every time.
sometimes.
It's beautiful.
Sometimes.
They're not always sad tears. Sometimes they're angry. You're wrong. Boy, did this go a
just
different-
clown.
These Pennsylvanians sure know more about me than they needed to. Sorry, guys.
What's that line from Mallrats, Mage? Jesus Christ, there's just some things you don't talk about in public.
Oh, did you come?
Welcome to Canada, eh?
Come on, Gil. What are you, an animal?
What? Like the back of a Volkswagen?
How many times does the whale beat Vancouver? Once? Maybe twice a lifetime? Come on.
Breakfast come and go, Renee.
You were too busy kissing girls. I was willing to teach you how to take care of comic books in the 6th grade.
Oh, such a great movie.
I can't wait. I heard that he got all of it greenlit for the second one, too. And Clerks 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Clerks
Clerks
3 is
3
almost
is-
done filming.
Yeah, because he's at PowerCon.
Yeah.
And they're doing a lot of movies pop-ups right now. So, and he's doing appearances at all those. So Kevin Smith, good job, sir. Keep it up.
Anytime you want to come on the Geek Den, Mr. Smith,
shit.
you are more
I know you're
than
watching.
welcome.
Don't even
We know
pretend
you're
you
watching.
don't.
We see you, Kev. We see you. We know you got your fingers on the nerd pulse. So come say hi. Promote, whatever the hell you want. Just come in and say. He's dealing with angry nerds right now over Motu.
Oh, you know what? Those nerds can fuck off. Because Masters of the Universe 2 was amazing.
That show was freaking awesome. Chef's kiss. I don't need to reiterate my freaking rant that I did a couple
No,
weeks back.
we did a whole special about it.
Yep. We said what was needed to say. Yes.
There's probably will be a few, few of those baited nerds out there that need to be put in their place still. I don't get the outrage. I get being disappointed that it doesn't match what you remember, but being angry and being hateful and treating a guy that really just reinvigorated a franchise that was dead in the early 80s is it's a waste of why.
Exactly, because the original He-Man cartoon. Let's be real. The original He-Man cartoon was just an advertisement for toys. What they did with this new show was give it some freaking personality and life. Now, I love the original cartoon because it's what we all grew up on, but the new show that he made has substance and depth. That's what I liked about it. It's like, oh, you're hitting all the beats, man, and then what? I don't want to spoil anything in case nobody's seen it.
Because the first one was a marketing thing. Eternia was two-dimensional. It was Grayskull, Snake Mountain. That's it. This is a world.
Slam the action figures together. Yeah.
Yeah. He built a world. He developed backstories and developed character development. Yeah, and gave them personality. It wasn't, a half an hour segment and then a moral. Okay, kid, fucking lunch at 12 o'clock every day because shut the fuck up.
I know. He-Man and G.I. Joe were great for PSAs, but did I learn anything really from those?
No.
That common sense didn't already tell me?
I only put my finger in the outlet like 5 times, so no.
Yeah. When you do it 2-3 times, you'll learn. That shocks you. You're fine.
It only hurts.
Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Yeah. Oh, you're talking. I've been shocked numerous times. So.
Oh yeah. We all learn.
In the last 5 years too, I might add. Twice.
Shit.
Fantastic.
Hazards of the job. It's why I'm glad I don't do that shit anymore.
Furniture moving is always fun.
It was my boss's dryer at his house. I had to get he had a front load set. I had to get on top of it and lean over. And as I didn't have much room to work with and put one of those 4-pronged pigtails in the outlet. I got it lined up, and as I was pushing it in, my hand slipped and my hand went to the side and my finger made contact with one of those prongs that was conducting electricity, and I woke up on my back.
I think those are 240 volt too. That's not fun.
No, it's not. No.
Well, I speak to everybody when I say I'm glad you're still here.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Makes for a interesting story. I don't know if it's funny. Hey, he got
not
shot.
to you. That's fucking.
What did you learn? Not a damn thing, because I did it again like a year or two later.
But boys, I think we're gonna cut to a break real quick. Is that okay with everybody? All right.
Introducing a zesty nacho cheese taste you'll go loco for. New Ritz Bits nacho cheese sandwiches.
Trevor and Joe had to go take care of their evening duties as parents, but that's life. We do what we got to do, but we're just gonna wrap up here with you boys. Thank you guys for coming on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us on.
We love talking nerd shit anytime with anybody.
And music too.
What our show? Yeah, music as well. Sure.
Music and nerd shit just goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
it's true. That's the best way to.
It's in the name of the show, Punk Rock Geek. Then music and nerd. You kind of gotta include both, and you guys bring it tenfold. So.
You just trick people. But now we're gonna talk politics. Fuck you.
No, never.
Dan tricked me. I thought we were gonna talk music.
But what do you guys got coming up as far as shows?
I believe our next one's October 23rd in Patton.
Okay.
We're playing with Grave Birth and see this other one was Humanity Decayed. Never heard of them, but we played with Grave Birth before. They're pretty good. And then I think the one after that,
31st, isn't it?
Yeah, 31st in McGarvey's in Altoona there. It'll be believe it's a benefit show that they do every year.
Yeah, Trick or Feed.
Trick or Feed. So
Wicked.
I'm talking about that one. There's doing some good bands playing there.
Yeah, there's always good bands at McGarvey's. I'm just never able to make it because of my schedule, unfortunately. I got lucky when I caught you guys. But I wanted to take a minute real quick and pay tribute to the day of this recording. The world lost a fantastic comedian in Norm Macdonald, who was fighting cancer for a long time and never told anybody about it. And so, Norm, thank you. We love you. We miss you. Rest in peace. And boys, thanks again for coming on. You guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks
guys,
so much.
You guys fucking rip.
Pleasure.
Like, I can't.
Thank you.
And you're a friend.
Yeah, you guys are a fun time as well. Great conversation. And
Happy you enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. And we'll keep our eyes out for that album
100%. Take my
Hell
money.
yeah.
and the possible EP.
We'll get something out, I promise.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Well, he promises. Don't subpoena me.
No, you're in it too, buddy. Wait
I promise.
Oh, now I'm the asshole, huh? I promise.
But
Oh,
folks, be sure to check out Grampian on Facebook. Keep an eye out for their album coming out. Chris, Will, Sean, thanks again.
Thank
you
you.
boys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll have you back anytime.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
Looking forward to it.
Till next time.
Till next time. Mage, fun time as always.
Early. Wait, I mean, Greasy.
Shirley's not here. Hey, what's up, guys? Greasy here. Matt and I are dumb. We're raging potheads, and we keep forgetting to mention stuff. But I just wanted to bring up our little contest for the Terrifier comic. Don't forget, we're just looking for a logo. Anything you want it to be. A meme, mashup, doesn't matter. Just go ahead and shoot it over to the Punk Rock Geek Den website. Facebook page, I'm sorry. The only rule is that the words Punk Rock Geek Den have to be involved. Other than that, no holds barred. And the winner gets a signed Terrifier comic. Second place, we'll find something for you. We're working on some stuff. But, yeah, we're announcing no winner in October, so that's coming up. And I want to say thanks to our boys in Grampian again. They were awesome. We'll have them back anytime. And we got our boys in 13 coming back this Sunday. Poltergeist OD. We got Suburban Downgrade coming here in a few weeks. And we got a lot of good stuff coming. So please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Like us on Facebook. We got a Spotify coming. We got all kinds of shit coming up. So stay tuned. Did I mention the comic signed by Damien Leone, the director of Terrifier, and David Howard Thornton, the guy who plays Art the Clown in Terrifier?
Same old lunch. You need the Dr. Dreadful Lunch Lab. Make moldy bread. Bloody snacks.
Got orange juice?
Globs of it. Yeah! The new Dr. Dreadful Lunch Lab to go.